Hello there, Otto here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to connect your Bluetooth audio headphones to your PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4. It should work for both. If you don't know, the PlayStation 5 does not support audio Bluetooth connections. So if you were to go to your Bluetooth settings and try to connect your Bluetooth headphones, it'll give you a message that says you cannot. The reason that I believe this is the case, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, is because your controller already sort of acts like a direct Bluetooth audio connection, meaning it's a Bluetooth connection and it transmits audio through that Bluetooth connection. And that's mainly to do, it has a speaker built in, so some games send in audio to this. And B, there's a headphone jack. So the moment you plug in that headphone jack, this thing acts as a Bluetooth audio connection. Now, that would be the problem if the PS5 only supported one audio output stream. The PS5 cannot split audio streams and send two duplicate audio streams. If that were the case, then yes, you could have a Bluetooth audio stream go to your controller and one go to your headphone. Even though you're not really using this as an audio stream, like let's say you're playing a game that doesn't have the mic and you're not plugged in with headphones, there's still that limitation there. So I hope that sort of makes sense. Anyways, what you'll need to do, which Sony themselves officially does with their Pulse 3D headphones, is to get a Bluetooth USB audio transmitter, such as the DG80, the one that I have right here, by Avantry. Now, I don't recommend this one, and I'll tell you why, because I'll just tell you right now, the volume levels are not great. The audio sounds great, but it's just not the volume is not there. And I know it's not a problem with my headphones because my headphones, I know my headphones can get louder because I use them with different devices. But that's besides the point. Now, what this essentially does is it treats the Bluetooth audio as a USB headset. So whatever you plugged into, in this case the PS5, but you could also plug it into your computer. It treats it as a USB headset. So it doesn't even know it's Bluetooth. The transmitter, on the other hand, now has its own Bluetooth module, and that it connects your headphones to that. So when you're plugging a Bluetooth adapter, which is what I initially tried to do, I was like, wait a second, my computer doesn't natively have Bluetooth. It's not built into the motherboard. I have to use a Bluetooth adapter. So I was like, wait a second, why can't I grab that Bluetooth adapter, plug it into the PS5? And of course I had doubts, but I said, let me give it a try. But of course it didn't work, because when you plug in a Bluetooth adapter to the computer, there's drivers. The computer sort of does some of the work of implementing and sort of facilitating the Bluetooth connections, but it doesn't do it within the Bluetooth. Sort of the Bluetooth USB adapter, all it is sort of an antenna, and the computer does the Bluetooth background work, whatever you want to call it. This essentially does everything internally. It just treats it as a headset, and it connects to this. A couple things to keep note of. First is, if you want to use the mic on your headphones, which I advise you not to because there's no point, the PS5 has a mic already built in, and it's a good mic, and you're holding the controller in your hand, so why not use this mic? But anyways, you really have no other option, because the way the Bluetooth audio works with calls is you need to have a specific codec, or sort of a complementary codec, between the transmitter and the receiver, right? The headphone and the Bluetooth and whatever Bluetooth transmitter you're using. If the codec isn't there, it reverts to this like mono audio and really crappy audio for your chat. And you've probably realized this if you're using sort of Bluetooth audio headphones. Let's say, so I have the Sony XM3s. It has a really long name, but I'm shortening it. So if you're using, so for example, for me, I'm using the Sony XM3s, and I were to connect it to my phone. If I'm playing music, sounds great. The moment somebody calls me, it switches into like this mono audio mode, and it sounds really bad. And then the moment the call hangs up, it like reverts back, and then it all of a sudden sounds great. And that's because the codec isn't there. Now, why doesn't it work with like the AirPods? Well, because the AirPods have a codec that is compatible with whatever the codec the iPhone uses, and so that's why it's seamless. When somebody calls you when you have AirPods Pro, the audio stays the same. Same thing applies to the PS5. If you want to use the mic on your Bluetooth headset, a lot of these have a button on them, and so that button is for that's in focus. If you could see, there's a button right at the tip right here. You click that button. In this case, in this one, you click it. Some of the ones you might have to hold it, but anyways, it's the same thing. You click that, and it enables that sort of that chat call mode, where it switches to mono audio. The audio will sound bad, and then when you're done, you'll have to physically go up and click. Obviously, that's such a nuisance. So just when you go here on the microphone, leave the input device for microphone as the microphone on the controller. Okay? And then for your audio output, that's when you'll switch it to the TV. And this will essentially bypass having to do all that button clicking and whatever. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. It's funny because Sony could have just enabled the PS5 to have multi audio outputs, but by limiting that, they also limited their own engineers' ability to create a headset that works seamlessly with the PS5, because even their own Pulse 3D headphones come with an adapter, a USB adapter, which is essentially this, really, at the end of the day. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.